He's not God. Maybe can I reference some?
Yeah, give me one. I know what. Go ahead. We'll deal with them. Yeah. Go ahead. Give me one. I know you want to
Let's
check Google. He's
take,
gonna.
for example, John 14:28.
Oh, that one's beautiful. The Father is greater than I. I know
Yes.
you're doing Sheikh Google. Do you know the context? Bring up John 14.
No.
Have you read the
I mean,
context? Or you went to Sheikh Google.
oh, the whole thing. No, maybe no. I don't know. I don't know the context actually. No.
Okay. Now let's read John 14:28. Now let's see. You heard me say to you, I am going away and I will come to you. If you love me, you would have rejoiced because I'm going to the Father, for the Father is greater than I. Okay, so you're thinking that Jesus is saying he's not God because the Father is greater than him?
Yes.
Okay, well, you'd be wrong. And I'll explain why. I'm going to show you from the context why you're wrong. But you have to be honest with me and answer. Is your boss greater than you?
Yes.
Say it again.
I mean, from authority, I guess
Oh, yeah,
yes.
you answered it. So you just realized someone can be greater than you either in authority or in nature. Now, are you greater than your dog?
I mean, I guess different. It depends on what sense.
In the
I mean,
sense
that's
that in the eyes of your God, do you have more value than your dog or you're less than a dog in the eyes of your God?
oh, in that sense, yes.
Okay, so notice your boss is greater than you in authority, but not in nature,
Authority. Mm-hmm.
right? But
Mm-hmm.
you're greater than your dog in nature. Now, the
Mm-hmm.
question is Jesus saying, my Father is greater than I in nature or in authority? You don't need to guess because the chapter doesn't begin in John 14:28. Now, I'm going to show you what Jesus says. Now, isn't it true in Islam, in the Quran, according to the names of Allah, Al-Asma wa Sifat, one of the 99 names of Allah is Al-Haq, the truth?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. And you agree, if you're a Muslim, you cannot give the unique names and attributes of Allah to a creature. That would be shirk. We agree?
I'm not familiar with that
Okay, well,
rule.
that's Islam. Because now we're going to go John 14:6. Now let's read context. We're going to read context. Jesus said to him, I am the way and the truth, al-haq, and the life, al-hayat. According to the Old Testament and even the Quran, only God is the life, and he alone is the truth. This is why you'll never find anywhere in your Quran where anyone besides Allah is said to be the truth or the life. So here Jesus said, I am the truth and the life. Now, can you show me anywhere in your Quran or in the Old Testament a prophet saying, I am the truth and the life?
Probably could not.
You can't, because no prophet says it. So number one, Jesus just claimed the very qualities, names of God. I am the truth and the life. He didn't say, I will reveal the truth. No, I am the truth. I will point to life. No, I am the life. That's number one. Number two, you agree, because we have this in common, you are to pray to Allah, and Allah alone answers prayers, right?
Yes.
Okay, go to John 14:13 or 14. Now watch here. This is Jesus, same chapter. Whatever you ask in my name, this I will do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you ask me anything in my name, I will do it. Jesus said, he'll be in heaven. You will then pray to him in his authority, and he from heaven will answer your prayers. Can you show me a prophet? Show me a prophet that says, I will answer your prayers and I will do what you ask me.
No.
So if Jesus is a creature and he's just a man, why does he say, I am the life, I am the truth, and you pray to me, and I from heaven will answer all your prayers and do all the miracles, if he's a creature, when he knows these are things that only God can do?
I think I get your point, but
Okay, well, let me give you one more, and then I'll let you ask your next question. John 14:23. Okay, watch here. Now, Jesus says he's equal to the Father. Watch here. John 14:23. Jesus answered him, if anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we, plural, I and the Father, will come to him and make our home. I and the Father will live with all believers at the same time. Now, can a creature say, whoever loves me and obeys me, I will live with all of them at the same time? Can Muhammad say that?
I will live.
Yeah, that's what it says. Live meaning he will be with you in your home and be with all Muslims at the same time.
I guess that was. I mean, you're talking about Muhammad. That was not the his intention, but I guess the short answer is no.
Okay, but Jesus said, I and my Father, we live with every true believer, no matter how many, no matter where they're at. I am with all of them the same way the Father is. So that means he's claiming to be equal to the Father, that he has the same ability the Father has to be with all believers at the same time. Does this sound like he's a creature? Does it sound like he thinks he's equal to the Father? Be honest.
I get the interpretation now
Okay,
how this can be understood as
good.
him being equal.
Now
Still, I
give me
have
the other
some
verse.
problem with it.
So go ahead. If you have another verse, go ahead.
Um, um, I mean, let's stick to this one
Okay, go ahead.
because I still have some problem with it. Because in
Sure.
the beginning you mentioned. Can you hear me?
Yeah, so go ahead. Yeah, what's the
Okay.
problem?
So in the beginning of your explanation, you mentioned Jesus being inferior in authority as the Father, right?
Yeah, okay.
Would it
What's the problem?
imply that he has a different will?
No, it applies that he's not the same person.
Does not imply the different will then?
No, it applies that he's not the same person because you're
Um,
confusing authority with will. Because if Jesus's will is contrary to the Father, then that means he wouldn't be in perfect union with the Father and do all that the Father tells him to do. No, it only implies that he's not the same person as the Father.
okay. Then let's me bring up another verse.
Yes, go with another verse. I like you. You're very honest. I like that. All right.
Oh, I think it was yes, Matthew 36:39. So I believe in this, and I think it's this kind of the same in Mark 14:36
36.
and Luke
Yeah, that's Matthew 26 and 9, where he
22.
prays to the Father. Abba, Father.
Exactly, exactly. And if I remember the context correctly, it's like moments before crucifixion,
Yep.
and
It's the night before he's betrayed. Yes.
and he sees that coming, and this verse seems to indicate that he would like it not to
Mhm.
happen, but
Sure.
lives in the hands of the Father.
Okay. So what's the question? I know the verse that's in front of me, but what is it?
Mhm.
What's the question?
So this verse would indicate some, I mean, to me at least, different will
Oh, I
between
mean,
what
no,
Jesus
not
wants and
necessarily.
what the Father wants.
No, not necessarily. I don't want to make it technical for you because this is advanced Christian. No, it actually shows that his will is not different from the Father because he says, "Not as I will, but as you will," because the Son's will is the Father's will. So that's you're misreading it
Indeed, but then why is he asking them to
because he's not the same
let
person as
let
the
it
Father.
pass?
Yes, because no, you just read it. Read it carefully. Let's read it carefully. If it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as you will. So he's even showing that if there's another way of salvation, let it be. However, my will is your will. So if there's no other way, then he will accept the cup. That's why in 42, what does it say? Read 42. Okay, watch it.
I don't. I
I'm going
mean,
to read it for you. Again, for the second time, he went away and prayed, my Father, if this cannot pass unless I drink it, your will be done. That's actually showing you that his will is the Father's will because that's what he does. So he's
I mean,
asking if it's within the will of the Father for this cup to pass away. If not, your will be done because the Son's will is the Father's will. He comes to do what the Father sends him to do.